But the Chargers, man, I see the Chargers going 7 and something or 6 and something.
That is
They
correct.
got that schedule is pretty tough. I definitely don't see them beating the Ravens. I see them splitting with Kansas City. I think the Raiders are going to surprise a lot of people. A lot of people keep sleeping on the Raiders. The Raiders was 9 and something with Antonio Pierce as the coach, and I think they're gonna. I think you really gonna have to play when you go to play the Raiders. The Raiders and the Steelers. I think a lot of people is disrespecting them a lot, and I think
A
they're gonna
lot,
come out hungry.
a
I
lot
think
of
they're gonna come
people
out
are.
playing a little bit better than what they. A lot of people think they're gonna play.
I'm kind of the opposite. A lot of people are like
I
they're
don't
really
see the
high on the
Chargers schedule.
Raiders. I don't see
Someone
that.
said they don't see the Chargers splitting with the Chiefs.
I see them splitting with the Chiefs.
I don't see the Chargers schedule as being too tough. They got a lot of winnable games. I can see 10-7, 11-6.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
lot
but
of teams.
there's so many
If
holes.
everything come together, if everything come together like it's supposed to, everything got to
I
click.
mean, look. You got Denver twice. You got the Patriots, Falcons, Cardinals, Panthers, Bucks, Tennessee, Saints. Those are not good teams.
Yo,
Well, I
Yo,
think
But
John,
they
for
are
the
improved.
Hey
They are
guys,
improved
selling some
teams.
of them.
Yo, Johns, what's good with you, bro? I seen that you had said you were a Chargers fan up in the comments when I was having my interview. So,
yeah,
what you thinking about the schedule? What you think about your
I
future
mean,
opponents?
my thoughts are that they were a fourth place team in the division, right? So they get a fourth place schedule. Last time we seen them as a fourth place finish was the year 2019, 2020. That's the year they drafted Justin Herbert, similar to, in that same spot, pick five. Um, I mean, we seen what they did. They finished that season 10-7 because it was one less game. I'm looking at the schedule. The Bengals, I think, fell in the same category where they're not a fourth place team, but got a fourth place schedule because of Joe Burrow injuries. They weren't very far off. I mean, we're only giving them from 2 years ago when they made the playoffs. I think a 10-8 is very reasonable. Some of the games on at home that I'm looking at are Kansas City. They struggle.
You mean ten and
Bang,
seven?
10-7. Yes, I'm sorry because the bye week. They were 10-6. I meant. Yeah, I got my numbers mixed up, guys. I apologize.
Yeah,
So 10.
look, trust me, I do it all the time because I keep
Yeah, yeah.
forgetting about that extra game.
I think 18 weeks, 18 games. I just made that mistake. They were 10-6 that year,
We're
and
about
then
to
they
have
came.
18 games.
Yeah,
I think they should
we're
just for
gonna
the
go
whole
to an
holiday break.
18 game schedule I think this season or next season.
I
I mean
Yeah,
that,
support
that
18
look
games.
that's gonna be brutal. Like I don't like the. It's already hard enough to keep them healthy. What we
Well,
got going on now.
they're getting 2 bye weeks, which is great, and it also shortens the preseason, which nobody
I
gives a
think they
shit
should just
about.
push the season back a week. No, just so you get that holiday break. You don't even need to add a second
Oh
bye
no,
week.
they
That's
had
just
said the Super Bowl was going to be pushed to what, President's Day, so
Yeah,
the
so it's a
yeah,
next day
3 day
people
weekend.
won't.
because
Yeah,
you want that holiday off because most
yeah.
people don't work
But look,
holidays.
here's the thing: you add one more game, then let's say you make the playoffs. Like that's a long season trying to keep
That's why I
everybody
said just
healthy.
push the season back a week.
But I mean, even if you push the season back, you're still adding another game.
Well, you could argue though
No,
staying
you wouldn't
healthy
have
is
to.
just part of the sport, like teams that win are teams that are able to keep their bodies physically going and at a good pace. Like that's just part of the sport is
But
staying healthy,
all
you
I'm
know?
saying is, the more games you add, the more risk you are to catastrophic injury to key players.
Exactly. But my question was, because I seen a lot of you guys chopping it up. Looking at that schedule, was there any like big risers you've seen, like Atlanta bringing in Kirk Cousins, right? Like that team should
I
improve.
think Atlanta bringing in Kirk Cousins is going
That
to
team should be improved, right? So like, how many
it's going to
easy wins
catapult them. I think it's going
are
to
you giving
catapult
them?
them past Tampa Bay. To be honest,
I gotta be honest. I'm not that high on the Falcons. I get Kirk was great last year, but like, firstly, you don't know if he could be. He had a bad injury last year. Like, you don't know if he's gonna be the same quarterback.
Exactly. It's one more year
Um,
older. It's the
and
same
the
thing we
that's a
said with
weak
Saints,
Aaron
they're
division.
Rodgers.
That's a
assholes.
weak division, though.
Well, I don't know though, because the Saints are still gonna be near 500. Panthers are gonna be much better. Buccaneers are still a good team. Like, I don't.
Look, the Panthers, they got to get swept. The Falcons probably going to sweep them.
I think
Let's
they
be
split.
honest.
I honestly think the Panthers are probably one of the most underrated teams. Like they're not going to be good or anything, but like I don't think 5 or 6 wins is unreasonable for Carolina. Like they're going to be much better. I think.
Yeah, well, I just don't see them beating up on teams in their division. The Falcons do have a really good defense too. That's another thing.
Y'all want to see what the
He's
y'all
got
want
an
to see what
average
the Falcons'
defense.
future opponents look like?
Yeah, you could bring them up.
I had him at 8 and 9, so I mean, I feel like they're still kind of around that 500 range.
Of
So look,
of course, they got their division. Then they got Cowboys, Giants, Seahawks, Chargers. Wait, Cowboys, Giants, Seahawks, and the AFC West. Then they got the what is it? The NFC East. Yeah, that's the NFC East. So
I'm counting 8 wins
That's
already.
where I have him, 8 and 9.
No, well, look, that's not even all.
I
I'm
just don't know
counting
what
the
Atlanta's
wins. I
going to
can
look like.
see 9, 10. I can see 10 wins. I can name you the teams they'll beat.
I was going to say, please do.
Panthers. I'm saying they sweep the Panthers.
sweet.
Beat.
It's
Yeah.
possible.
Look, the Panthers. Yeah. Look, they got a lot going on. Sweep the Panthers. Beat the Giants. Beat the Seahawks.
Seahawks are
Beat
a tough team.
I think
Genos.
you're underrating Carolina just a little bit because you gotta remember the
No,
guy
but let him
who
finish. Let
made
him
Tampa
finish.
good last year is now in Carolina.
Because
You
these are
said
at
what?
home, so I don't hate them.
Well, I mean, even on the road. Look, I don't like nothing Carolina got going on right now. Just okay, so sweep the Panthers. That's 2. Beat the Giants. That's 3. Beat the Seahawks. That's 4. And the Seahawks are coming to Atlanta. Keep in mind. Um, split with the Saints. That's 5. Beat Washington. That's 6. Beat the Vikings. That's 7. Beat the Broncos. That's 8. Beat the Raiders. 9. Split with the Buccaneers. That's 10.
It's not
But
crazy.
will they win all those games though? Because you have the questions of Kirk's, his health. Because if Kirk goes down, your quarterback's Taylor Heineke.
I
Like
That's
mean,
any team.
you could say that with any team.
I get that, but
Patrick
there's a
Mahomes goes down, that
pre-existing
team
injury
is
though. Like I could
substantially worse.
say, oh, what if Patrick Mahomes goes down? Well, he's never had injury issues. Kirk just had one of the worst injuries you could have,
I
especially for a
mean,
35-year-old quarterback.
Aaron Rodgers just had a catastrophic injury, but I think he'll bounce back.
Well, we'll see, but like I did some research actually into how often players come back from like ACL injuries. It's not a good percent. Only about 20% of players come back to be as good as they are, and that means eight out of 10 players come back and are worse than they
Can you
were.
give an example of one who did come back? Because I can't think of one off the top of my head.
God, yeah, and there's not a lot, right? Like there's not like Brees Hall was solid last year after a bad injury.
We're
Um,
talking about a quarterback
I
though,
was talking
a
about the
non a
quarterback
non
position.
mobile
I
quarterback.
can't think of a single one of the
oh
quarterback
well,
position.
in quarterback, I mean, yeah,
Came off the
there's
ACL
not
tear
a
and
lot.
I mean,
um,
but no, we're talking about a quarterback who's not going to be doing all that mobility, a pure pocket passer.
yeah, he's
So,
never
what
mobile.
which
exactly are we talking
helps.
about? Huh? Huh? All I'm saying,
I,
he's a pocket passer. They have a good defense, and I think they'll have a decent enough running game.
Yeah,
do they still have Bates?
they
Yeah,
do.
Um, yeah, and then all the teams I just named, look at their quarterback situations and what they got going on.
Yeah, Vikings had a rookie quarterback. Seattle doesn't know whether they needed a rookie quarterback in this draft or
You know
not.
what you're getting with Geno Smith, like, and I say this all the time about you know what that man is after being in
It's
the
just
league
that
for 10
defense is
years.
legit, man. That's a
But
good
okay,
defense
how
they have in
look is it
Seattle.
okay? Look, my team had a good defense last year, but it got us nowhere because we had a bad quarterback.
I do agree. Yeah, it doesn't
Like
always
your
win you games,
defense is
but
not going to do much for you.
I mean,
Like
we saw
they'll just
Cleveland.
hold you long enough for you to lose the game in the fourth quarter because your quarterback can't move the ball.
Yeah, we saw Cleveland do it last year.
Hey, so I feel like a team that nobody speaks on much is the Detroit Lions. What do you think they're gonna do going into the next season?
winning the conference.
I
They
mean,
should win the conference
I
or
talk
the
about them all the
division.
time. I think there's like 5 legit teams in the NFC that could win the conference. That'll be 49ers, Lions, Packers, Eagles, and people are not gonna
Eagles.
like this. I'm gonna throw the Cowboys in there too. It's just, the NFC is just a weak conference. It's just
Yeah,
weak.
Detroit's
Do you
and
the
think?
those are all
best
the
team
best
right now
teams
for
in
me.
the
It's not
NFC.
really particularly close. Like the places they were weak at, they upgraded big time. They brought in Zeitler, they brought in Reeder, They brought in some good corners. Like they upgraded at their only weak positions. I got Lions winning the Super Bowl next year. Like it's really early, obviously, but they're my pick for the Super Bowl. They are the best team in football, in my opinion.
So you're just discounting the Packers completely from that.
And you're just
And
discrediting
the Niners
49ers.
that beat them.
No, I mean the Niners are close for me. Like I have them one win off the Lions. Like the Niners are who I got in the NFC Championship. Packers, I think they're getting a little overhyped. Like if Love keeps up what he was
Eagles,
doing
too.
last year, then they can be
had a
very
Eagles,
good.
they don't have that catastrophic.
Jordan Love had a good half, and the rest of the half of the year. Now everybody thinks the Packers are Jesus.
I know.
No, I think the
Come on,
coach
man.
is the
Stop
best
it.
coach in that.
Stop it, man.
Yeah, but
No,
half season
Best
it's not
coach
that
in
they
the
just
division.
had a good half of the year. I mean, they did go out there and win a playoff game against an elite team.
The Cowboys are not an
So did
elite
the
team.
Texans.
They are in the NFC. They have one of the more
Cowboys in a
elite
playoff game
teams.
too. I would
Huh?
argue they are a good team.
Yeah, you just told the Cowboys being third choice out of that division now.
No, I said,
Though.
whether you like it or not, the Cowboys are one of the elite teams in that conference. Whether y'all like it or not.
They're an explosive
Not with
offense.
their
That is true.
Wow.
Not with
That
their
is true.
offense now.
Winner.
What? Not with
Okay,
their
look.
offense now.
If you say with
Okay,
how
I mean,
look.
they
many
have the
offense,
best
I just
defensive player in the
I
world,
just named
right,
five.
guys?
Watch this. I just named 5 teams. I named the 49ers, the Lions, the Packers, the Eagles, and the Cowboys.
We can't sleep
But
on the Packers, bro.
who else you picking before the
Jordan Love
Cowboys?
going into his
It-
second
it-
year starting, bro. Matt LaFleur knows what he's doing.
Yeah, who else you picking before the Cowboys in that conference other than the other teams I just named?
Eagles.
Be serious now.
Financial, what have the Cowboys done over the last 3 years?
But look,
Made the
that's not what I
playoffs.
asked. That's not what I asked.
Eagles.
Okay, you got
Who
a
else
point.
you picking
The
in that
Rams.
conference
Give me the
that I named?
Eagles.
I said
Three
Eagles.
playoff
I said
teams.
Eagles.
49ers.
I said
Can't argue that.
all besides the
he
4
said
other
all the
teams
best
I
5
named.
teams.
Huh?
Los
You said all
Angeles
the
Rams.
you said all the best 5 teams in the NFC.
That's my whole point. There's no other teams. I mean, you could kind of throw Los Angeles in there. I maybe can see that, but like, who else? Like, what are we talking about here?
Well, if it's a weak conference, like you said,
That's
I mean,
what I'm
just 'cause you're
saying.
the
So
fourth
you
best
got to throw
team
the
doesn't
Cowboys
mean
in there,
you're
whether you like it or not.
there might be the fourth best team, but that doesn't mean they're standing up with San Francisco, Green Bay.
Nobody.
So the Bucks and
Look,
so wait a minute. The
that's
Bucks-
not what I'm saying.
But they did stand up to
Bucks
Green
and the
Bay.
Falcons don't move nobody.
No, they don't. Stop it. Stop it, Trey. You better than that.
Hey, Financial, you know there's a very good chance that CeeDee Lamb won't even be
I
there
keep
next year,
sleeping
right?
on these teams
Why
that
is
make
that?
big moves.
You know
They've
he's
been
playing this
talking
season
about
with the
him
Cowboys.
going elsewhere.
They're not moving him.
Look, even
Unless
with,
it's a holdout, he's not. He's playing.
I'm just
Listen,
saying.
Like,
There's a
bro,
very
we
good
need to
chance
quit
he might not
sleeping
be
on
there.
these teams, bro. Most of
I'm
these
not.
teams have made big moves during the offseason, and we can't just ignore the fact that Washington might be somewhere in the mix next season. You know what I'm saying?
Washington's
No,
not
I agree
much.
with that.
Not
It
yet.
comes down to the
I'm
quarterback.
very
Washington's going to be
that.
on a new birth, man. That's a new
And I
birth.
think the Bears are better than Washington.
Yeah.
The Bears are nowhere. They're not even on this planet.
what?
The Bears are going to be a near
The
playoff
Bears
The
team.
Bears
Oh,
won
they-
7
they
games
were
last year.
so
Why do you
much-
act like they're not a good
Come on,
team?
y'all. Can we be
Because they
realistic?
keep
Can we
getting
be
rid of
realistic?
everybody.
Look, I'm
Bears
not
will be
sleeping
better.
on some of these other teams. When you bring in new coach, new GM, new quarterback, you got a lot going on there. You need
That's
to
new birth. That's
Wait a
virgin
second,
area.
though. I guess you're not a Texans fan, right? Because the Texans shocked everybody. So don't think a new quarterback and new GM can't just make
What
instant
happened?
impact.
look.
But
How many
that's an outlier.
times?
How many times does that work?
Does that happen?
Wait a second,
that's an
though.
outlier.
Welcome to the
hold up.
2020s,
Hey,
brother.
hold up.
Welcome to the
Wait, Scoop, what
2020s.
happened, bro? Hold on. Let me.
Can I respond to the
Please don't tell me y'all thinking the Bears can do what the Texans do. Please, y'all not
Oh,
saying
yeah.
that.
Oh,
Please,
No,
y'all
I'm not
not
saying
they're
saying
not
that.
even a double-digit win
Oh,
team. but-
yeah.
The
Man,
Bears
they won
on double
7 games
digits.
last year, guys. You guys think they're just
You know
like
what? Y'all
some bad
falling in love
team?
with them
Bears
names on
aren't
paper,
going
but y'all
anyways,
gonna
and
be
they just
sadly
picked up a
mistaken when the
quarterback
season
that's going to be a
starts.
flop.
If y'all think they the Texans, y'all sadly mistaken.
Look, how many times have we
Man,
seen
you were quiet
rookie?
about CJ Stroud last year, but
Hey,
now
King.
now
Hey,
it's
King, I'm
okay.
going to bring you back
Yeah,
up.
he is not C.J. Stroud.
Hey, King
Felipe
Craig, I'm
is
going to
a
bring you back
bust.
up, bro.
Look,
Felipe is
how
a
many
bust
times
that's
we
ready
have
to
seen?
happen.
How many times have you seen rookie quarterbacks done what C.J. Stroud did last year? It's not
Andrew
happening.
Luck. Hey, just got you. Andrew
Yep,
Luck.
You and
Andrew
far in
Luck.
between.
There you
Wake
go.
up.
The
Watch
Bear,
yourself.
y'all hoping that
Andrew
y'all
Luck,
gonna have a
baby.
Houston season, but it ain't happening.
Yeah,
You guys forget Andrew Luck, dog.
rookie
So
quarterbacks can succeed,
we
but
speak.
not on the
How
Bears.
So
long Andrew Luck
let's
didn't
see
play?
what.
That been 10 years.
Let me see what y'all thinking of the Bears
Okay,
schedule.
Patrick Mahomes. How about that? You like that?
What y'all
That
He
thinking
was
of the
a
didn't,
that
he
Bears
didn't
was
start
right
year.
schedule?
He
away.
didn't start year one.
No,
Patrick
I'm
He
just
started
Mahomes
saying
year
was
rookie
one.
All right,
year,
then
right?
hold on.
he
He
didn't
Right?
started his
start.
rookie year.
He
Let's
did
talk
not
his rookie
start.
year.
So y'all saying much
He
too
didn't start
about the
game
And I
Bears.
one
can
year.
go on and on, brother.
We got a
You
lot
can
to say
go on and
about the
on to
Bears and
about
some more
nothing.
shit, but what are we thinking of their future opponents then? Hmm?
I got 9 wins for Chicago next year.
Hey, Yeah, I I want to give them see your 8 betting wins next skills. I year.
I
want to
got
see
8
how
wins.
hard you is on that. I
I
want you to
got them
put
10. I
10
got them
toes
10
down bet
wins.
on that.
You guys are in fantasy land. If you think the Bears are going to win 7 games next year,
They
They
won
won
seven
7
stop
games
games
lying
last
to
year,
last
yourself,
year.
right?
See?
Jesus.
See?
Let
See?
me
See?
see.
See?
Right?
See?
See?
See? Last year. They'll win
They
8
won
this
7
Let,
year.
last year,
They
Roger.
upgraded at quarterback. They
Kalil,
They got
upgraded at
Keenan out. Hey,
receiver. They
Roger, you don't
upgraded the
know.
O
Upgraded
line.
at
They
You don't know,
upgraded the
quarterback.
dog.
defense.
Hold
I
up,
do know the
upgraded at
Bears are a
quarterback?
farm system.
Yes, upgrade. What the fuck do
You
you
got
mean?
a quarterback that runs with no pressure when his receivers is already open and rather do heroics and get
Yeah, that's what
sacked
you
than
said about
than
CJ
just
Stroud
fine.
last year,
I mean,
right?
come on
I,
now.
I'm
Right,
not gonna
I
Keenan?
really
mean,
listen to
Right?
disrespect.
y'all
You're
You
y'all
gonna
didn't
saw
watch
use
that
CJ
the
Stroud
USC
coming,
tape, huh? Y'all
right?
just going
if
on the
you're gonna
hype that
use the
ESPN
heroics
giving
thing
y'all,
with
but y'all
Caleb
not watching the
Williams,
tape
like
on Caleb Williams. Y'all
Caleb
obviously not
Williams is a
watching his tape.
bust. He went to the wrong
Who
team.
else
he's
said
not a
that?
bust.
Caleb
Caleb
Williams is
Williams
going
is
to be
gonna
a
be the best
bust.
quarterback in the history of
We
fantasy
hold
He
on.
football.
might have had that
We
potential
even got
somewhere
people
else,
in the
but
comments
he ain't
saying
doing it in
Caleb
Chicago.
Williams isn't better than Justin Fields.
Look,
He
here's
is.
the
I
here's
think
the
that's
thing too. Look,
absolutely
you
insane to try and
like I said,
suggest that
That's what
better.
destroys quarterbacks.
you're bringing in a whole new regime, and you're expecting a rookie to go out there and have it's just not. It doesn't happen that way in the NFL. You
Like
get the
just because CJ Stroud balled out and brought the Texans to where they up over here is, that don't mean the same thing. It's possible. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
you
9 wins
this kind
isn't
of stuff
like
only happens like once every 5, maybe 6 years with a rookie.
9 wins isn't like they're
Mm,
going to the playoffs and they're gonna do all these great things. They're gonna be a better team than last year. Like
I
I
don't see
Okay,
agree
but
with you
how.
look,
on that one.
they drafted number one for a reason.
that
Yeah,
wasn't
but they
their
was
They
last
pick.
traded.
place.
Yo,
But I'm
Drew, what's happening with you?
Not much.
All
Just
right.
listening to just listening to the yapping.
Hey, King Teddy, can I ask you a question?
Hold
Hey,
on.
King.
He's muted.
I'm not going to sit here and say
No,
that
no, you're
anybody's
perfectly
better than
right.
any quarterback that has not played in the NFL yet.
Hey Teddy, you got an
All
echo,
I'm,
bro.
Huh?
King, I'm
You
just
got an
asking a
echo.
question.
Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, like,
Okay, even
I'm not gonna sit here and say that this quarterback who's never played a snap in NFL is better than somebody who's already played, no
Thank
matter
you.
how good
Well,
or
it's not
bad he
really
looks.
hard to be better than Justin
Exactly.
Fields, though.
How?
Like
What are you saying?
moderator,
Y'all
moderator,
act
can I
like
ask you a
Justin
question?
Fields is some scrub.
he is. I don't know where the fuck like this whole thing came from that Justin Fields is a good quarterback, but he's
He
not
But
isn't
you're
the
talking
anymore.
about a
market.
man who has not
Hey
took a
Teddy, you
snap
still
in
got
the
an echo,
NFL.
bro. You might have to close out the app.
You
There
can't
are
Hey,
be
here's
plenty
a
better
of
than
question.
somebody
rookies.
if you never took a snap in the NFL.
There are plenty of
Here's a
rookies who
question.
enter the league better than a lot of quarterbacks.
But look,
How many
this man
quarterbacks
has
have the
not
You
taken a
got a
snap in the
major
NFL.
echo
How
in
can he
your
be
app.
better than anybody?
Well,
how
if you
many
want to
quarterbacks
go
have
through
the
the
Bears
perspective where you
selected
don't even
number
want to
one in
rank
the
them, that's
last
fine.
decade?
But I think undoubtedly he's more talented. There's a higher ceiling, a higher floor. He reads the
More
field a
talented than
damn
who?
lot better. Like,
Based
More
off of
talented than
what?
who?
College tape?
yes,
More talented
college
than
tape.
who?
One
Off of
is played in the
USC
NFL, the
tape?
other one hasn't. There is no
Off
comparison.
of
If you even want
Wait,
to
wait,
go
wait, wait,
back
wait,
to
wait.
the
Hold on,
Ohio
hold on,
State
hold on.
days,
Hold on,
Justin
guys, guys,
Fields
guys.
has
Wait, wait, wait,
not
wait.
changed since his Ohio State days. So if you
How
want to
Look,
go
many
back to
look.
what
quarterbacks
Justin
I
Fields
think you
did in
missed the
college
point.
versus
have the
I
those
Bears
said
days,
drafted number
the
Hold
one in the
on.
NFL
last
Hey,
versus
10
hey,
years?
hey, one mic. One mic. That's
somebody
it.
Hey,
get that
moderator,
echoing.
moderator.
I'm
Yep.
I'm just trying to figure out who he
Hey,
said was more
question.
talented than.
Over the last 10 years, how many quarterbacks have the Bears taken
Teddy,
number one?
you might have to close out the app and come back in, bro. But what was you saying, Roger?
How many quarterbacks, thank you, by the way, how many quarterbacks in the last 10 years have the Chicago Bears taken number one, and where are they?
none.
Is it better now?
Trubisky was
It's
one,
better now.
Fields is another one, and
Oh, you
Teddy,
mean
without
just
now
close
debate,
one?
out the app and come back.
First of all, you're wrong. First of all, you're wrong. Know your stuff.
Trubisky wasn't number one.
He wasn't number one. He was number three. I mean, he was
Somebody
Okay,
two.
go
Add
ahead.
that.
Trubisky went
round,
2 and Fields
Brett.
went 11.
Hold on,
He went
wait a
two.
minute. Wait,
Problem,
hold on,
Brett.
hold on, real quick. Teddy, close out your app and come back into the live, bro. But go on ahead with the conversation.
All right, and I apologize. Let me rephrase that. How many number one picks, not the number one overall, number one pick quarterbacks
First
have the
round
Bears
picks, you mean?
selected in the
You
last
mean
10
first
years?
round pick? You mean first round
Yes, sir.
picks?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
That's
Trubisky and
only
Fields.
this has been in the past 10 years. This has been the third if you count Caleb. What are you saying?
All right, you got Caleb, you got Justin Fields,
And Trubisky.
Trubisky. What? All right, and that's the only
Thank you for
three?
the gifts. Thank you
Yeah,
for the
That
gifts.
in the past
Are
10
we
years,
talking about
yes.
just the
That's
Bears?
yeah,
All right. And how did the two of them fare off?
not good.
um Trubisky made the playoffs in his first year. He had out of the 3 seasons he had, I think he had 2 positive win seasons
He
and
had
one
one
losing
really good
season.
season, but that's it.
Okay, so as far as the
That's what I
Bears
said.
overall, and as far as the Bears overall number one picks in the last 10 years, how did they fare off?
What's the point you're trying to make though? Is what I need to know
Point
first.
out,
Because
being real nice about this. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, which I have no right to talk. But what I'm saying is the Chicago Bears religiously over the last so many years have been our farm system. The Bears, they don't have a good coaching staff. They don't have a good ownership, and they're bringing a guy in, which he's already got it in his head. He's the king of
I don't.
everything,
All
and
right, I don't
he's
understand how
brought
you're.
Well,
I
so
don't
the
he
understand how you're
brought
both
him
of
in
saying
there
those
with a
a
really
bad
bad
ownership.
team and a bad.
both of those quarterbacks, Fields and Trubisky, were coached under Matt Nagy, who was not a great coach.
Thank you.
And you're now looking at
Well,
Matt
how did
Eberflus and Shane Waldron, who are much better coaches, as
Nagy's not
well
a
as
better coach. I'm
Poles.
sorry. I'm sorry. Eberflus is not a better coach than Nagy.
I mean, I
I'm
think I there's an
I'm just gonna say
argument.
that.
He's not proven anything yet, but like I
Um,
think like he's
no.
definitely better. He's done a better impact. Like last
As
year,
a
the Bears
as a
defense
Bears
took a
fan,
big step.
if you told me that I had to choose between Nagy and Eberflus, I'm choosing Nagy. I'm sorry.
Well,
He's
that's
done
cool, but they,
he's done more and gotten the team further than Eberflus has.
but
That's just a
Eberflus
fact.
hasn't had anything to work with.
Not true.
but they
Eberflus
keep
had a
bringing
defense.
players
Eberflus
in.
had it as a defensive coach. Eberflus had a defense and still did not produce well with that defense. Because if
The
there's one thing
defense
that
is the only
Chicago is
reason they
known
won
for,
7 games.
it's not the only reason. It was part of the reason why. It was more than the offense. Yes, it was. I'll give you that point, but it wasn't the only reason why. So
Hey,
please
Wayne, I'm going to
don't
drop
act
you
like
real quick, but I'm going
that's
to
what
bring
it
you
was.
back up, brother.
Okay.
Go on ahead.
I'll give you some points. Yes, Chicago is not great at developing quarterbacks. That is a fact. Yes, we have not had a 4,000 yard passing quarterback ever, ever. And our best quarterback that we've had, and it pains me to say this, was Jay Cutler.
Did
But
luck, excuse me.
outside of that, outside of those measures, like the whole Chicago is a horrible organization. You do know organization like the Giants who have won Super Bowls, the Arizona Cardinals, the Chargers,
Redskins.
the Jets, the Redskins are all
Mm-hmm.
worse teams than the Bears, and the Bears still and the Bears still get further recognition, have more relevancy than a lot of teams that do make it and get to places like the
Well, I
Super
also think
Bowl.
it's
So
helmet
please,
scouting. When you say like, "Oh, the Bears are a terrible organization," I think it's helmet scouting. It's the same thing as saying, "Oh, he's an Ohio State quarterback," right? Like, it's just
thank you, dope.
you can't really look at an organization and say, "Oh, any quarterback that goes there is going to suck." Like, you got to look at what they got right now.
No, it's just their player evaluation because you guys picked up Chase Claypool. We got rid of him for a very good reason. You guys gave us a pick and some, I think, something else for him, a third round pick, which
It was a
no, a
third round
second
pick.
Second
round pick,
pick.
which turns
It was a
around to
third
be a
round pick. That
first
was all it
round
was.
pick. And where's Claypool now? You guys, no disrespect, but you guys, your
And
evaluation,
Buffalo.
your coaching is horrendous, and your
Well, you got to
ownership.
understand though, Chase
Wait,
Claypool
yo,
is a
dude, dude,
6'4"
dude, 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 dude,
hyper-athletic
listen. Hold on,
receiver.
wait a minute, wait a minute, wait, wait,
You
wait,
can have a 10 foot.
wait a
What
minute,
good
wait a
is
minute,
it if
wait a
he's
minute,
not
wait a minute, wait a
not
minute.
worth
Yo,
it?
Hold on.
Okay.
hold on. Because there's one thing I don't like is I don't like when we start talking about teams that we're fans of in sports that we follow in that lineage. You're comparing. Now, granted, I will give you the fact that you guys keep your coaches in house and you produce well from it. I will give your coach all of the praise and say it is great that he is a 500 winning coach and has never had a losing season. But what has that translated to?
You know what? If I may respond real quick, I'm totally. I was good up until the coach part. Because as far as I'm concerned, the very words you just spilled, my friend, are what I've been arguing for a long time. I don't like him as a coach
And
because
you're
at the end of the
bugging.
day, the Pittsburgh
And you're
Steelers are known as a wild card team that cannot win because of what this guy has done to this team.
And I argue with Steelers fans all the time. Like, yeah, you win 9 games a year, but like, what the fuck have you done in the playoffs or like in any recent memory? Like,
Yeah, and they want
Look,
and I'm
look,
sick
I get it.
of
Look,
hearing.
Whose
I'm
fault is
not.
that? That's not his fault.
Look,
Yeah, but I'm sick
I
and
get it.
tired
I
of
get.
hearing.
Tomlin is not winning games in the playoff. I mean, getting past wild card and all this stuff. But look, when you can't draft and you don't have a quarterback, any coach is gonna look bad. Look at
thank
Belichick
you.
without Brady.
Thank you.
Any
On
coach
God.
is gonna look bad without a quarterback.
Yeah, but Pittsburgh is known. I've been a diehard Steeler fan my entire life. And one thing I know with Pittsburgh, and there's probably a few other teams out there like that, but Pittsburgh, they live by their coach, they die by their coach. And ultimately, the ownership has the last say, but usually they stand by what the coach said. This coach put them players on that field. And to give you his first example when he
And so
walked in
he's
of how
making
this is
player
going to be,
personnel. He's making all the player personnel decisions when it comes to drafting and all that stuff.
no, I'm saying the majority of the decision when things are done when it comes who's coming in and not, coaching and players, is through him. Pittsburgh had a coach named Bill Cowher, which we all know, and there was a coach named Dick Hope that had been there for 20 years. They butted heads. They had a meeting with ownership, and guess who left? The 20-year coach with the Steelers was gone. They
But look, see,
stand by their head coach.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm going to cut you, but look, here's the thing I don't like when people talk about coaches. Look how long it took Bill Cowher to get where he's at, where he got.
Oh.
Look how long it
Totally
took
agree.
Andy Reid to get where he's at. Like
Totally agree.
look. The thing is, if you keep, even though you keep going to the wild card, the thing is, if you keep going to the playoffs year after year, one of them years you're going to knock the doors down.
But we're not going to the playoffs. That's
Hey,
the
hold
point.
on real quick. To the 31 people up in here, thank y'all for liking the live, sharing the live. Thank everybody for the gifts. And thank y'all for following everybody up in here. We up over here trying to boost the live up. So can we tap that screen and let's run these likes up, you know what I'm saying? We up over here got some good content being pushed out. So thank y'all for everything. But other than that, let's keep this ball rolling.
Thank you. And all I'm saying is this, had it been my choice when Brian Flores, they hired him for 1 year, made up a position for him, I was hoping he was going to be Tomlin's replacement.
I
I
tell you
ooh,
was
what,
really.
let me and you trade head coaches.
Oh, I'll take it all day long. I'll take the worst coach in the NFL all day long over this guy.
All
Okay,
right, you can have John Daniels. Take him.
you can have Robert Sala. I'll take Tomlin all day.
Hey
Please
Dash,
I
do.
mean, I
And
think
you
hold
know
on,
those
wait
what?
a
I'll
minute.
take
Hey
him too.
Dash,
recommendation.
hold on. Hey Dash, if you
Congratulations.
want
You'll
to
make
come
it to
up
the
in the
wild
live,
card
just
every
put your
year.
request in. But
You'll make it to the wild
hold on.
card every year, but that's as far as you're going to go.
Hey, well, guess what? Like
When
I said, you
Tomlin
keep going
was
to the wild card,
winning,
you're gonna knock the doors down.
what was
It's
y'all
easy.
saying when he was winning Super Bowl? When he won Super Bowls, what was y'all saying
He
about him?
won. Listen, I'm giving him credit for one
Hey
Super Bowl.
King,
He's been to
hey
three.
King Craig, can I bring
What's
you
up?
back up, bro?
I
I got
Yeah.
mean,
people trying to come up in.
Let,
This
let me ask you this, Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
yeah.
Is it easier to get to the Super Bowl by going to the playoffs every year or not going in 15 years?
It's not easy at all. But what I am
No,
going to
no,
say,
no. Listen, to what I said again. Is it easier to get to Is it easier to get to the Super Bowl if you're going to the playoffs every year versus not going to the playoffs for 15 years? What's easier?
Going to the playoffs every
that should
year.
be pretty self-explanatory.
Exactly. One of them years you got to blow the doors off. You got to knock the doors down. Like if you ain't look, one of them years you keep going, you're probably gonna make it. Versus not going at all. You
okay,
want to
but
coach this. You
Yeah.
want to coach this not win. And I don't know if he's ever gonna go.
all right, how many years ago has it been since Pittsburgh's been to the playoffs outside of this wild card game? We came in and got blown away.
4.
7 years.
Well,
They've been
what
to the playoffs.
seven's less than 15, isn't it?
All right, but all I'm trying to get at, as a person, I don't know him. I have no problem with him. I'm saying as a coach, as a fan of the Steelers, I've
Dope, you
watched a
echoing.
lot of the moves this guy has made,
Bring
and
me back up, bro. I'll be right back.
it has cost us a lot.
You
his
know how many
first move
coaches
to
would give
show it.
they? You know how many coaches would give they left nut to be where Tomlinson is at with the squad that he acquires? I mean, he had a quarterback problem, but what can you do as a coach when you have a quarterback?
You're right, but when you hire
Like
just
Kenny
an
Pickett.
example, you hire an offensive coordinator that cannot coach, and it was apparent in the first year, and you keep them in the second year, and you keep running with them till you almost lose your job, so you finally let them go. And go down the list of coaches he's made them decisions on. Players that he drafted. Number one, they had spinal
Hold on
stenosis,
real
which
quick.
means
Hey, MK, let me drop you real quick, but I'm gonna bring you back up. Put your request in,
So
bro.
he
All right,
drafts
for
all
sure.
these people. It's not an organization decision.
That's what I'm saying. I
no,
highly doubt
as I'm
Tomlin is in
saying,
all this stuff.
Y'all make it seem
no,
like
no,
this man
as
run the
I'm
whole
saying,
team by himself and he
Yeah, like
responsible
he's the
for coach.
GM.
You know that.
listen, as I said, different now. If you look at what the moves they're making last year and this year, Omar Khan took over as the GM. The GM they had as well, he needed to go as well. Okay, this guy came in and made a difference, but Tomlin was in there as well prior to Omar Khan taking over as GM. All
All
I'm
right,
saying is,
so
even
since you a Steelers fan, what do you think you finna do next season? You see your future opponents, right?
um, I'm going to hold that response until I see how the coordinator runs, because I've not seen how this guy has ran. I'm not going to go off of the fact that he had a losing tenure with the Falcons. When he was with the Titans, he was high ranked up there as far as what he did with the running back and the offensive line. So that's the only reason I'm kind of holding that decision to see how he does things.
Sounds like a lot
You
of
know,
yapping to me. Just make a
No, I
prediction,
mean
bro.
it just I
Can
can
I
sit
say
here
Just
and
make a
something
say
real?
prediction.
great.
Can I say something real fast?
I can
He
sit here
said
and say great,
he
but it'd be a
said
lie. I
he
don't know.
said he said he'd take the worst coach in the NFL, right? You
Yes,
said
Adam
that, right?
Gase.
You
yes, I
said that,
did.
right? You said that, right?
Yep.
You want
Oh,
Nick
I said it. How many
Sirianni?
times do I got to say it?
Hold on. Okay, but you ain't let me talk. So we'll send you over with Nick Sirianni with a bow tie, cause I want him out of
Listen, you can.
Philadelphia.
you
All
guys
right,
are
you know
both
what?
coming off real privileged to me because, like,
Give
I
me,
What?
think
give
the
me
fact that
Mickey
you're
Mouse.
calling
Give
for
me Mickey
Mike
Mouse, and
Tomlin
I'd
and
still
Nick
take it.
Sirianni to get fired is crazy when we've got coaches like fucking Brandon
Hold on.
Staley.
You can't tell me how to feel, bro. I don't like Nick Sirianni because of what
For
he did to
what? He's
the
led
Eagles.
y'all to bet.
Dak
He's get
Prescott better
y'all
than
to the
Jalen Hurts.
playoffs this year and the
No,
year
he's
previous.
not.
Am I lying?
What?
See, you know what, you know
What?
what, you know what
What
happens
did
with
Nick? Bro, what
organizations
did?
like.
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me ask this genuine question. What did Nick Sirianni do that was so damn bad?
He lost the Super Bowl. We got to fire him now.
No. He brought in Mad Patricia. That's
Do you
what he
know
You
how
did.
want
many
to
other
fire him
teams
because he
brought in
brought in
Matt
someone
Patricia and they
as a
didn't get
Yes,
senior
fired?
assistant?
yes. That's why I want him out of
Do you
Philadelphia.
know how many other teams brought in Matt Patricia and they head coach didn't get fired? Come on,
Detroit brought
bro.
in Matt Patricia. Like,
Look, a lot of teams got to bring people in from that Bill Belichick coaching tree, especially back when they were winning.
All right, but I don't like my team with the last man stock of last year, so he got to go.
Bruh, you can't
Your
blame
team was
that
not the
on
laughing stock of last
Yes,
year.
yes, we was.
No, you wasn't. You
We
went to the
wasn't
see,
even.
this
playoffs.
is where I get the
Bruh,
privilege thing
y'all
because it's
went to
like,
the
how are
playoffs
Eagles
with a
fans and
winning
Steelers
record.
fans?
What
Like,
is so bad about that?
Wait, hey Rogers, you said that you would rather take another coach outside of Mike Tomlin.
yeah, he
No,
wants
what
the
I'm
Whoa.
worst
saying
coach
is
in the
I'd
That is
NFL.
what
whoa.
I'd rather take is Mickey Mouse over this guy. Let him go to
Are
whoever.
you
Get
fucking
rid of him.
serious? He's never had a losing season.
I'm very serious.
What's up,
Listen,
Billy?
He's
here's the
never had
thing
a
about
losing
Bruh,
season.
look.
Sirianni has gotten to the playoffs regardless of what y'all gotten to say. He's gotten to a Super Bowl regardless of what anybody has
Bro,
to say.
did
Win,
you
loss,
hear what
or
I
draw.
said? He's never had a losing season.
But that's
Look,
the point. That's all he's had. We're known as the
That's the
wild card team
caveat for
that
me right
cannot
there.
win.
So that so
look.
getting so
What
getting
the
to the
fuck are
playoffs
you
is a
talking
bad thing
about?
now?
No,
No, we haven't
Bro,
even got.
y'all
Listen,
are
we
sick.
were in
Like,
the
bro,
playoffs for 7 years.
y'all have
Hold
the
up, hold
most
up.
Super Bowls in the league right now. What the fuck else
Yeah,
do y'all want?
prior to Tomlin, we
he
had
was
more
Tomlin
here
Super
won
Bowls.
Doesn't
two of them. What
matter.
do you
Like,
mean?
bro,
This
how
shit is crazy.
Tomlin is
this is
trash.
fucking ridiculous. What the fuck are
No,
we
it ain't.
talking about?
Listen,
We
you
have
know
an
what? You know
opportunity.
what happens with teams like the Steelers and the fan, especially with the fan base. When you're used to winning so much, you think that's gonna happen for the rest of your life. It's not.
No.
There's
It's
going to
hard to
be
win Super Bowls,
no.
bro.
Let's hear me out. This down
There-
spurt, like, and I've heard people call.
Yo, Wayne,
Listen,
I got
look,
you.
listen.
Hey,
I heard people calling for
responsibility and how
Tomlin's
you play.
head, calling for
Right.
McDermott's
Hold
head.
on, wait a minute. Hey, Perky, yo, I'm gonna
All
bring
right,
you back
here's
up.
an
I'm gonna bring you
example.
back up.
Why do we go spend a number one pick
right
on
there.
Pickett? Why do we
This shit
turn
is
around?
full.
Hold
Bro,
up, hold up.
Mike
Does
Tomlin
anybody
don't
remember
make those
Centennial Hall?
decisions.
Does anybody
So look,
know? Baloney,
my-
he doesn't.
my thing is, I've heard people calling for Tomlin's head, McDermott.
This is
Let's see who
Shanahan
else.
at a point.
crazy.
Yeah, Shanahan. Like what? Like what do y'all? Like y'all don't know what losing is like.
Hey,
You want to know
Dope,
what
I
losing is
gotta
like?
drop you real
don't.
quick, but I'm gonna bring you back up. Put your request in.
We've
You
been
already
losing
know.
for 7 years.
You gotta
Look,
look at the
look.
coach that's doing the job, and Tomlin has
My
done
team. I ain't never seen my
Question,
team
Dope.
in a
for
Super
such a
Bowl.
long time. Players like him,
What is
coaches
your
like
team?
him, owners like him.
Wait. Hey,
Let
Roger. Hey,
me
Roger.
correct that.
Hey,
At least
Roger.
you've seen your team
Hold
in
on, wait a minute.
a couple Super
Hold
Bowls.
up, Sauce. What was you
I
saying,
gotta
bro?
correct
Hey,
that.
Rogers.
I gotta correct that.
Oh,
Everybody
Rogers.
was on Tomlin's
Rogers, I got a
bandwagon.
question real quick.
All right, but let me respond real quick to this one thing. Everybody was on Tomlin's bandwagon for quite a few years. It's kind of funny where even the analysts were defending him. Now, over the last year and a half, the analysts are starting to say just the opposite. That's kind
Who
of funny.
cares what the analysts say?
the analysts
But-
don't count.
but
You
what
talking
I'm
about?
saying is
What the hell they know?
everybody
You
supported
talking about way
Tomlin,
back here,
including
line?
the
What's his
analysts.
name?
No, what was your question, Sauce?
Okay. Are you like what race are you?
I'm Italian. What's that got to do with it?
Damn.
Damn.
This is not a color issue because they had a guy
I'm not
named
saying
Brian
that. I'm not saying that.
Okay, I'm just saying.
All
because
I'm
they had a
saying is,
coach
bro.
Let me ask you this: How long you been a Steelers fan?
I'm 54 now. I've been a Steelers fan since I was 5 years old.
54 and you want another coach?
Listen, hold on. Let me ask you something. Hey, so let me ask you something else. Okay, so was you calling for what's his name before Tomlin?
Bill Cowher? Bill
huh?
Cowher?
Was you calling for Bill Cowher's head all throughout the '90s?
The last 3 years, I really felt he needed to go.
No, that's not what I said. I said throughout the whole '90s. Was you calling for Cowher's head?
What about Knox?
Was I having problems because we were losing? Yeah, I was.
So what the fuck are you having problems now for?
Come on, man.
Y'all to the playoffs every year, regardless.
Listen,
It's first
I
round
had a
exit,
bigger.
bro. That's gotta count for
I
something.
gotta
Are
say
you
something.
serious?
Can I say something real quick?
See, you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna get rid of Tomlin, and I promise you, he's gonna go to a team and do something close or similar to what Andy Reid's doing right now. I bet you right now, all the Philly fans wish they kept Andy Reid.
Hold on, wait a minute. Drew, what was you saying, bro?
I wish you would hurry up and expedite.
It's a lot of yapping. I agree with whoever said that earlier. Like, you cannot tell me, and I'm speaking. Yo, listen, I'm gonna go even further. I'm gonna go away from coaching. Right? I wish that a player like Mitch Trubisky, when we drafted him, Justin Fields, last season or any other season that we had him, had the O line, had half of the O line that Pittsburgh always has for their quarterback.
Are you serious? Did you just say that? The lines we've
Yes.
had over the last, I'm not counting last year, but
Are
prior
way
to that,
better
you
than
gotta
what
go look at the
Chicago
stats.
has had in the past 6 years. Are
Chicago
way
had
The
better.
better line
Steelers
than
had the
over
best
10
line
years,
in
man.
football 5 years ago.
Are way better.
Are you serious? You better look again
Are
because
way
Are you
better, bro.
so
I don't
you're
know.
telling me the
Listen.
Steelers had
Hold
to
on,
have
hold
a
on, hold
top
on,
five
hold on,
defense, bro?
hold on, Roger. Hold on.
no
'Cause
offensive line.
hold on, Roger, because your thesis is crazy, right? You're taking us on a couple of tangents in a couple of different directions. But what I'm saying is, and I'm comparing what your team's production, what your team's offensive line production has created for your team compared to what my team's offensive line production has created. My offensive line struggles with protecting in the A and the B gaps, right up the middle, the center and the guards. At
And
one point in
Pittsburgh's has
time,
been better, you're saying?
way
Pittsburgh's
better,
been better.
way better. Your issue in offense, and please, everyone else on this panel and in the chat, please correct me if I'm wrong. Pittsburgh's issue, from what I saw and watching football, was not their offensive line; it was their quarterback play. Right or
Damn
wrong?
sure wasn't the offensive line.
No.
That's true.
And
Let
Matt
me
Canada.
Kenny
Ben
Pickett was
Roethlisberger.
not the
last
guy.
year,
Not mobile
last
at
year,
all.
and the year before, last year and the year before, I'll agree with you that. But prior to that, no.
Oh,
You go look at the stats. Go look at the
oh.
stats.
That's
Because
lie.
Come on, bro.
Roethlisberger
Nah.
wasn't that good near the end of his career. Like you can't
No, he
argue.
wasn't. In the last 3 years, he should have
But
been might have been
Rogers, are
retired.
you fucking kidding me, Rogers?
Bruh,
Y'all
what?
are winning. Hold on, quick. Y'all are winning with fucking Pickett, bro.
Like,
What the fuck are you
9 and
talking
8,
what are we
10
about?
and
talking
And now
7
you
with
just
about
Kenny
got
here?
Russell
Pickett.
Wilson and that man
You
Justin
don't have
Fields.
to
Like
take
you got
my
you
word
picked
for it. Go
six.
look
This
at
is
go
Ain't
look
a
crazy.
at
damn thing
stats.
to complain about.
Wait,
Kenny
Go
okay,
look at
Pickett.
stats.
So you're
Go
saying
look at stats.
with Russell Wilson and Justin Fields as your
Thanks a lot,
quarterback,
Coach.
it's still
I'm gonna
iffy.
bail out. Okay.
All right, then Wayne. Good looking. Thanks for stopping by.
Respectfully, can we move on from this Steelers talk? Because like
There
I feel
are
like we're
Now
going in
levels.
let me say one
There
thing.
circles.
Let
are
me say one
levels
thing real
that you
quick.
will never
Come on
understand.
now.
There are levels to where you will never understand, Rogers, as
All
a
right,
fucking
fuck it. JJ
spoiled.
McCarthy.
No, wait, hold on. There are levels to this
Oh my
shit
God.
when it comes to football that you will never understand, that other teams are going through, that they wish they would have a fucking Mike Tomlin. But
I
you're
wish my
sitting up
team had a
here.
Tomlin.
You're sitting up here with you're tied for the most Super Bowls, and you got a fucking winning coach that never had a losing season. And you're sitting up
Okay.
here you're talking about you'll take another fucking coach. Do you want? Why don't you take a motherfucking coach? Like, bro, this shit is fucking ridiculous. That's why I say, Trey, it's levels to this shit when we
All right,
talk
all right.
about
Let's
Hey,
football.
McCarthy's finna get
There
fired
is
from Dallas.
levels
Why
to
don't
this
y'all
shit.
take him?
Hey
So you're
Trey,
honestly sitting there
hey
saying that I'm
Trey,
This
not
is
the
I
only
just want
team
to
fucking
say
saying
one
that,
wild.
thing
or is
real
that
hey
quick.
Trey. In the comments,
am I understanding that correctly?
Hold on, wait a minute. What was you saying, dope?
in the comments, the worst thing Philly ever did was let Andy Reid go. That was
Bruh,
the
y'all
biggest
ran him
mistake.
out of town
I,
just because
I
Yeah,
y'all
just
that
wanted
was
said
to,
that.
bruh.
I
Stop
just
the
said it.
cat.
The
yeah,
Eagles
and I
could
told
the Eagles could
and
legit have a dynasty right now.
yes, and
I
that
would
was
have
the
had something
biggest
going, bro.
mistake Philly ever did.
And Andy Reid out of town just because he wasn't winning.
Yeah, and that's the biggest.
The same thing you're trying to do with Tomlin.
Yeah,
And look,
and
I'm
hold
look.
on. And the reason why and
Y'all cooking.
Teddy and them know I don't like my coach now because of what he did last year.
Bruh,
I don't
y'all
like
have
him.
a winning season coach regardless of what you are to say about Nick
Facts.
Sirianni, bruh.
Facts,
Nick
though.
Sirianni
Didn't you just win 11
literally
games?
has gotten
Y'all
y'all
almost went
to
undefeated 2 years ago.
postseason
He's
after
not like my old coach.
postseason.
I
Stop
like the
with this
old coach.
bullshit.
He's not all right, but he lost the locker room. You know why I don't like my coach.
AJ Brown is the reason why y'all locker room ain't shit. We've been established this, bruh.
A diva wide receiver will do it.
Like, come
I don't
on, bro. We
understand,
ain't finna
man.
Too much
sit here and
husband,
act
not too
like
much of my
we
husband.
ain't finna sit here and act like Nick Sirianni ain't doing everything he can in his power to get the Eagles where they need to be, and
So
he's literally
I
gotten
just
them
want to make
winning
this clear
season
real
after
quick. I just
winning
want to make
season.
this clear. So Rogers, you're willing to take a chance on having a losing fucking season, then and get rid of Mike Tomlin.
Excuse me.
Is that what
Just
you're
to make it
saying?
past, just to make it past the wild card.
No, wait. No, I want you to answer that. You're willing to take a chance on another coach that probably will bring you poverty in the next 5 years if you get another coach. Are you willing to go through that shit too?
I'm guaranteed one thing: it'll be a change.
Oh my fucking god.
A change or not is gonna be going
Oh my
downhill for
motherfucking
y'all.
gosh.
Y'all have one
Yeah,
of
How?
the
you're right.
greatest
It will be a
coaches
change.
in the
Yo,
It will be a
NFL
hey
change
right
to
Trey,
now.
thank
losing.
you.
I don't
Hey Trey,
understand that.
thank you for inviting me to the live, but I can't sit here to take this shit.
Love you,
But
Saul.
hey, I appreciate you.
Love you,
Hey, you
Saul.
already know,
See
Sauce.
you,
You're
dude.
welcome
All right,
anytime,
love
bro.
you
Be
too,
cool,
sis.
sauce.
And let me say something real quick. Bro, and I get where you're coming from. You've been watching this team for a minute now. I've been alive on this goddamn planet for only 19 years. I've been watching the Raiders look like ass ever since I was born. I have
Tell
not
him.
watched these dudes
Tell
make
him.
it past a wild card since birth. I watched them in 2016. I thought we
Well, at
had a
least he
Super
said
Bowl
top
team.
four.
When
Bro, you
was the
think you
last
the
time the
only
Raiders
one
even
that
won a
see your
playoff
team
game?
struggle? Shit,
Like,
boy.
bro, I've only watched one good season from the Raiders. It was 2016. I thought we had a Super Bowl team, bro. You want to talk about getting rid of your head coach? We've had several. I had to watch from John Gruden, Hugh Jackson, Jack Del Rio, fucking all kinds of coaches.
John Gruden
You
was
You
a
have
good
Mike
bringing up
coach.
Tomlin
some
since I
people
was
now.
born. Since
Don't
I was
forget the
born,
Jamarcus Russell days.
we had
Gruden is
Jamarcus
so
Russell.
overrated.
I,
I
I've
swear to
been dealing
God,
with the
He
Gruden is
was
biggest
an
bust
overrated.
in
offensive mind.
NFL
What you mean?
history.
Gruden is overrated.
Despite no,
Oh
bro,
God,
he's
Yes, he
not
is,
overrated.
man.
No, he's
Hey,
not.
he's
talk your
That
shit.
man
overrated.
is
Talk your
overrated.
shit, MK.
The
Let him know.
motherfucker went to the Bucks in '03 and beat us against his own team.
Gruden was
Because he
trash.
knew what he had to go against. Oh my
Plus,
God,
plus
bro.
it was the defense that won that.
That was
Oh
that
wait,
was
don't
Tony
wait.
Tony
Don't
Dungy
don't
built that team up.
don't
Yeah.
forget.
He just went over there and
Don't
told them
forget,
what the
yo.
fucking
Don't
Raiders were
forget,
doing.
Drew.
Bro. It's like, bro.
Don't forget, Gruden stole millions from that team. That's also put them in poverty.
And the
10
motherfucker
million.
was racist.
And he was
That
racist. Let's
too.
not
That
forget that.
part.
Hey,
That's
hold
why
on,
he had
wait a
to
minute,
go
wait a minute.
because of the stuff he
Hold on,
did.
wait a
That
minute.
sports
MK,
team's
I
not
don't know what you
overrated,
complaining
bro.
for, bro. You got Max Crosby on your team.
The
That's only
coldest
one
white
defensive
boy in
player.
NFL history.
John Gruden is Doc Rivers.
I'm not taking
John
nothing away
Gruden
from
is
Max
Doc
Crosby.
River. Yep.
Do the Raiders make the playoffs?
And that.
No.
I
No,
don't
the
know.
Raiders didn't make no
I don't even,
playoffs last year.
bro, we're so inconsistent. I don't even know if we're gonna have more than 6 wins.
I'm cool now. I'm cool now.
Lord have mercy.
In
But
2021,
yeah,
we were 6-3
John
against
Gruden
the
is
Raiders.
overrated. Sorry, not sorry.
He is,
Sean,
You're
yeah.
not
Sean Payton
wrong.
is
You're
not
not wrong.
overrated, bro. Sean
Man,
Payton is not overrated.
that damn Super Bowl he won, man. Tony Dungy built that damn team up. Everybody want a damn
Facts.
man. Don't even start with that shit.
Who's your top
We got
five
a
defense?
Fucking
comment that
Buccaneers already
said
had a great
we
team
got a
before he got
comment
there.
that says Gruden and Sean Payton are overrated.
No, hold up on Sean
I'm okay.
Payton.
Okay,
I'm
maybe
not
Sean
gonna
Payton.
say Sean Payton because like
Maybe Sean Payton.
Yeah, I
He was
can't say
good. He
Sean
was good.
Payton.
Sean,
I could say Sean
that's
Payton.
next level disrespect right there.
Sean Payton,
I'm a
he
Broncos
did
fan.
shit
I
with.
don't know how the fuck. Like,
Sean Payton, he did shit with Drew Brees. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He did a lot.
he's
But the
about to do
fact
shit
that
with
you
Bo
up
Nix,
over,
too.
but the fact that you up over here yelling at Russell Wilson on live TV, pointing your finger at him, screaming at him, and some more shit, I can't fuck with you.
That
Man,
was fucking wild.
fuck him on that. I'm just talking
That was
about with the
fucking wild. I ain't going.
Saints.
Hey, you
Yeah,
know,
he trash now.
Boy,
let me just say this.
as a
The
grown
Steelers,
man, I
the
could never.
Steelers, the Steelers homie, he was doing too much up here. Like they got 6 rings, we only got 1. Like, come on now, they coach is not
God
that bad.
damn.
I'm
Bro,
sorry. The
give me
Steelers are
Mike
trash.
Thomas
Hey,
all
look.
day and get Dan
Hey,
Robert Sala out of New
I
York.
was about to start to
How
ask him,
many
brother.
teams
Whoa.
Yo,
wouldn't?
Salah's not the
Not so much
problem,
I was
though.
Robert
about to start
Saleh.
to ask him. I was about to start to ask him. Is it because he's African American? Like,
That
God
Uh,
damn.
you can only assume, bro. Like, what else
No,
can it
I
Like,
be?
was
what
thinking
else
that.
Salah's,
do you
Salah's not
want,
the
bro?
problem in,
Like,
in
seriously,
New
how
York,
many
bro.
teams in the league right now would not
Yes,
take
Salah
Mike
is
Thomas?
part of the
It's
problem.
the quarterback
No,
problem.
he's
What are you
not.
talking
Bro,
about?
the
Yeah,
He's
Niners
no,
not.
got rid of Jim Harbaugh.
It
He never
definitely
had
is
a
the
losing
quarterback problem.
season.
no,
It's a
What are you
quarterback issue,
talking
bro.
about? What are we
no.
talking
We
about?
do.
Sauce, Philly will take
Yeah.
him. Philly will take him.
Look,
Yeah.
Hold on, wait a minute.
here's
Hold
the
on, wait a
problem.
minute.
Look,
Wait a minute. Before we go on with the conversation, we got a comment that says, "What great coach won without a Hall of Fame quarterback?"
Oh shit! Not to
What
my
great
knowledge. I don't
coach
really know
won
about
without
it.
a
John
Hall of Fame
Harbaugh.
quarterback?
Shit, Nick Foles.
John Gruden.
Nick
Ooh, Nick.
Foles.
Uh,
No, whoever just said Nick
did it?
Motherfucker.
Foles is valid as fuck.
who's the
Didn't
quarterback of the Baltimore Ravens when
Trent
they had
Dilfer. Trent Dilfer.
They
when
Trent
had
they
both
Dilfer?
had
John Gruden and Nick Foles. I forgot
Trent
about that
Dilfer.
shit.
Trent
Gary,
Dilfer? Who was the
Gary,
coach
Gary
then?
Kubiak.
Brad
That was
Yeah, Gary
Johnson.
Kubiak.
Brad Johnson.
Brad Johnson was another
Like, what are we
non Hall of Fame
talking about?
quarterback.
Hold on, wait a minute, wait a
The
minute.
quarterback for the Steelers that won with Tower.
So,
He's not a Hall of Famer.
what do
You
y'all
talking
think
about
about?
Roethlisberger?
What y'all think about
No,
JJ
his first
McCarthy,
one.
bro? What y'all think about his season?
He only
McCarthy's
won.
getting
He won with
He's
Roethlisberger
gonna.
overrated.
first. That was his.
Oh,
Bill
that's right. Yeah,
Cowher
He's
he
only
gonna
that's
got
right.
be
He
one
lost
Super Bowl.
against
bust.
Hold
he
on,
lost
hold on.
against yeah he
We're
lost
not
against
to-
Dallas.
we're
My
gonna
bad. He
JJ
lost that
McCarthy.
one. My fault. He lost that one.
I see the Vikings winning like
I think they go 7-10 again.
5 games this year.
Wow.
Damn.
I got him
I mean,
winning
they do got a
4.
tough ass division this year. I ain't going.
5.
I got him going
Tough
4 and
division,
13.
rookie
They're the worst
quarterback.
team in their division. They're gonna go 0-6 in their division. They probably
What?
sneak one
You
out.
don't see them splitting with the Bears?
I don't see them
They're
splitting with the
definitely not
Bears.
splitting with
Not
the
at
Bears.
all. The
I
Bears
could
is
see
a
them
big
You
Dallas
winning one
team.
I
guys
see
against
are
them splitting with
Chicago,
Green
one
Bay. I
against
see them
Green
splitting
Bay.
with Green Bay before they split with the Bears this year, bro.
For sure, that makes sense.
And
That's
that's not Drew just being a Homer fan, bro. Drew know his shit. You know what I'm saying?
I could see them
I,
beating Tennessee. I could see them stealing one away from the Falcons.
I got 7-10. Like, I think this is a team that like just they need a year, and then after this year, I think they go off. But this is going to be kind of a transition year with a rookie quarterback and
I can
stuff.
see 8 and 9, bro. I can see 8 and 9, bro.
Why do you
I
see 8 and 9 though?
yeah, I
Other
got
than
Because
Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. What do they have?
Bro, their defense. What the hell are you
Their
talking about?
defense is not that good. Dallas
Yeah,
Turner is
Oh
they
my
lost a lot of
gosh.
defensive
What are,
players,
what
man.
are
They
we
lost a
Bro,
lot
yapping
on
about?
defense.
bro,
their
put my
defense is
schedule
not
up.
that good.
Put our schedule up, bro. Put
I
my
got
favorite.
you. I got you in a second, bro. Hey,
So
Drew.
look, so for the Vikings,
bro,
so for the
this is
Vikings,
fucking
so this what I
ridiculous.
got for the Vikings. I got them losing. I got them losing both games to the Lions,
Mhm.
both games to the Bears, splitting with the Packers, losing to the Cards, beating the Falcons, losing to the Texans, losing to the Colts, losing
Damn.
to the 49ers, beating the Jags, beating the Titans, beating the Giants, losing to the Seahawks, the Rams, and who else? Who I
The
forgot?
Lions.
What did he say he was
No, I
gonna
said the
start?
Lions
Oh,
first,
you forgot the New York Football Jets.
and losing to the Jets. That's what
Damn,
five.
for real?
Jets got a top 5
The
defense this year. I
Jets
ain't
are
gonna hold you.
That's
not
Hey,
five and
hold on.
12.
trash.
Wait a
They
minute.
have a
Wait a minute.
top
Hey,
three
hey,
defense
Drew.
inside.
I was scrolling.
They will
Hey,
steal one from the Jags. They can
hey,
steal one.
Drew. I was scrolling through sports Twitter. Right? What you think about this, bro?
Hell no, keep that nigga out of Miami. Fuck that nigga. I am a Miami Heat fan.
Yo,
I don't like that nigga. Fuck him.
yo,
Y'all,
the
let me
NBA
can
2K
I ask you a question real
theme
fast?
is
Would y'all
crazy.
Defense
take
is delusional.
what you call him back? What is his name? I forgot his name.
Someone said LeBron isn't the GOAT.
Yeah, do y'all want LeBron James back?
I thought well, that's what she's about to say.
Yeah, what do y'all want LeBron James back? He gotta go.
LeBron
I
James.
take him.
LeBron James.
I'll take him to my. I'll take him to my. I'll take his son too.
LeBron's
Mentor him.
still a
Yeah,
good player. Like
LeBron James got to get the hell off the Lakers. He got to go.
Wait, are you
MK,
saying that
bro.
he's
What?
the problem and why
Hold
they're
on.
not
Hey,
winning?
MK, bro. With this
Yes,
roster,
he's one of the he's the problem.
Ah, shit. All
hold
right,
on.
it's definitely
Hold
not
on.
D'Lo. I mean, it's
LeBron's
Let
the
me
definitely
ask this real
problem.
quick. Hey,
He's a
MK, bro.
problem.
what's
He
up.
is a
With
problem.
this roster, what you thinking their bench is gonna look like?
Shit, there is no
Bro,
bench. They gotta pay all these
There's no
bro.
niggas.
bench.
Nah, wait,
They gotta
hold
play
on, but
48 minutes a
where's the
night.
defense? Where's the defense at on this
48 minutes a
roster?
night.
They gotta play 48 minutes a night, bro.
I'm about to say
Like,
who is
come
who just
on,
said where's
bro.
the defense? I have no idea,
Where
bro.
is the
There's probably only 2
defense?
or 3 niggas
Yo,
playing
listen,
defense.
I'm gonna be real with you. They might
Zion
have to
and
play.
PG.
They might have to play 3 against 5 because Zion can't stay healthy. KD is Mr. Glass when you think about it. Like and then on top of
Not
that,
Derrick
like
Rose.
and then on top of that, you got Trey Young who is Mr. Invisible on defense, bro. Like he
They
is
all
Steve Nash
got
2.0.
Can't play.
He's the
I mean,
worst
he scared the
defensive
shit.
player
Hey, he
in
scared the shit out of
basketball.
Ben Simmons a couple years ago. So I don't know. It was like I don't know.
Trey
Ben
Young's the
Simmons was scared.
worst
Ben
defender
Simmons
in
was scared
Hey,
of
basketball.
hold
himself.
on, wait a minute. Someone said KD, Mr. Glass? Question mark.
That is not a question.
All this
That
to
is
stop
fact.
the New York Knicks is crazy.
Calling that man Derrick Rose.
Derek Rose
Yo,
plus 8
he
Hold
rolled
inches.
on, wait a
Fuck.
minute.
he rolled his ankle doing drills, bro.
Hold on, wait a minute. Marique, you say we have horrible taste. Then why don't you put your request in and you let us know what you think?
I'm about to say
Yes, he
who
was in,
you got to get up
yes
here,
he
bro.
was injured last year. You forgot that he
Hey,
rolled
I
his
got an
ankle when he was in
imposter.
Phoenix.
You want me to drop
You
down?
in the word?
Hey, yo, I got an imposter, bro. You see
An
that?
imposter.
Yeah. LeBron not the GOAT.
Oh,
Oh shit,
LeBron
Sauce,
is
you
the
Listen,
goat.
no.
cooking.
Let's
Listen,
start
yeah.
that.
listen. There's a valuable reason for thinking he's not the goat. There are
He
different
is
reasons
not
But
for
the
that's
thinking.
GOAT.
not me, though, bro.
There's
That's not me.
me
Me,
personally. I feel like he is, but there's a lot of
bro,
other
that's not
things that
me, bro. It's what
that
I'm
can like.
trying to tell you.
There's a lot of
He
things that
only
contribute to him.
tarnishing his legacy by losing. Honestly, I just call it quits. Fuck my son.
He's
That
40
that's
years
it.
old. He can't tarnish nothing. He's 40
That's
years old,
fucking
still making
He's
the
crazy.
done
playoffs.
Can't
everything that
tarnish
he's needed to prove
anything.
that
Hey,
he's
hey,
good.
Getting
shout out to
Look
my
at the
fan
fact.
in the comments, though, bro. Hey, you doing great.
getting dang near swept
Wow.
in the first round, bro.
Sauce, you got a
Not
fan?
good.
Yeah,
It's
I got a
only so much
fan.
one player can do, bro.
Look at that.
LeBron's not. He's not the main problem, but he's part of why they're not winning. He's only so much he can do, though.
I
D'Lo's over
don't.
here shooting 0 for fucking 10. Darwin Ham ain't doing shit on the fucking coaching staff. They
Nah, but
fired him over the whole entire coaching staff
If
last night.
Bron
LeBron
want
is
more help,
LeBron is part of the blame too. Listen,
Bron's
I'm
had
sorry.
help with all
Going for
like
Westbrook. Listen,
Oh
going for
wow,
Westbrook.
Sauce.
I will say, listen, going for Westbrook and trading away all of your assets was a huge mistake. Like
LeBron's
That's what I'm
not the
saying.
GM.
He is part of the problem, but he isn't
he's part
the
of the
main
blame.
problem.
He's part of the blame. He is part of the blame. And
Yeah.
listen, I will
Look,
say this:
nobody will trade their assets for
LeBron is this
LeBron
era's
ever again.
LeBron is this era's goat. I'll loosely throw that out there, but like
I can't go on with trying to give a person credit that wets the bed like this, bro. Like
He's
LeBron has had
40
some.
years old.
He's
Y'all like
39. Let's stop giving him the age. Let's stop giving him the age. But
He'll be
like
40
let's
next
be
year.
real. Let's be real. Like LeBron has had some meltdowns, bro. Let's not forget about '07. Granted, he did
exactly.
not have he
I
did not
I
have
I,
a
for-
full
I, for- I
he
forgot
did not
about
have
that.
a really good squad then, but still, like yo, like you went into that with a full steam, boat, and you blew a gasket, bro. Let's not act like in 2011 he did not wet the bed, bro.
The Mavericks finals is the one time LeBron has actually just like fucking been absent.
Okay,
Besides that,
We're not gonna deny the fact that he literally got saved by Ray Allen and Chris Bosh.
He did not get saved by Ray
Yes, he
Allen, bro.
did.
Like,
That three
so
saved
that
his career.
all right. So
can
listen.
can
So
I?
if you're gonna say that, then you have to say that Steve Kerr and John Paxson and B.J. Armstrong saved Michael Jordan. You also have to say
one
they
that
player
did,
Robert.
but
doesn't do
Hold on.
over
Wait.
how
Wait.
everything.
Wait.
they
Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Let me
Hold
finish.
Hold
on,
Hold
on,
on.
hey,
wait,
Hold
wait,
on.
Jordan
Let me
fans don't
finish.
like that,
Hold
nigga.
on. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me
One
finish.
mic.
You also have to say that. You also have to say that Robert Ory, uh, Meta World Peace, Jordan Farmar,
Derek Fisher.
Steve Blake have all saved Kobe Bryant's career too,
Derek
and have
Fisher.
all
The reason
Derek
why
Fisher
Derek
LeBron is
too.
Fisher
not
Saved.
winning now is
And
because
Trevor
he did not have
Ariza.
great.
and Trevor Ariza.
I forgot about
Because
Trevor Ariza.
because
but
let's not forget, and I'm only gonna talk about Meta World Peace right now. Let's not forget why they went and got Meta World Peace. Do you know why they got Meta World Peace?
For defense.
Thank you. Because Kobe Bryant was expending all of his energy playing defense on the opposing team's best player. So please, let's not talk about people being saved for a metric of a shot because there are my man, Steph Curry, not to diminish Steph Curry's value, but yo, KD coming in and being a mercenary and shooting the ball on those Golden State Warrior teams, bro, it saved Steph Curry
Every
and the
player
Golden State
needs
Warriors.
help.
It didn't though, because Steph Curry won championships beforehand.
How many?
And
How
after.
He
many?
KD
won
coming
one
is
How
just
many?
championship
overkill.
and
How
he
KD
wasn't
many?
won
even
it
the best
rings.
player.
How many? How many did he win?
Two.
One.
He
I'm talking
won
about
two by
One back to
before
back.
himself.
KD got
No, he
there.
won one.
Before KD
Well,
But
got
he
there.
the
won
second
two
one
by
last year.
himself. That's what I'm
Now let me ask you a
saying.
question. Let me ask you a question. When he won that championship before KD got there, what was the factor that pushed them to win? What happened with
They
the other
they
team?
say they say Andre Iguodala.
No, it wasn't Andre Iguodala. It was the fact that Kyrie and Kevin Love both went down in that series.
And
Did
then
they
You
not?
got to think
look at
about
the
what you're
couple years
talking
ago
about
when the
though.
Warriors won. It was a fluky ass run because there were so many people hurt. Kawhi got like it was a fluky run. Both of those championships for
LeBron
Steph.
literally gets help everywhere he goes.
Everyone gets help.
Everywhere
Yo,
Right.
he
That's
He
that's
goes.
win
the
a
stop with
thing.
the
He's
help
championship
always
by
shit.
been
himself.
like
Saved.
He didn't
championship
And
really
that's
have
caliber
that
what the
player.
much
Like
when he
help
help
went
came
back
came
to
to.
from.
him. If
He
you're
didn't
to go
really
with
have
the
that
help,
much when
you're
he
to
went
go.
back to
Help
Cleveland.
comes to you, bro.
Yo, name me an NBA player that has had no help winning a championship.
What did he have when he went back to Cleveland and won though?
Like only had
He had
Kyrie.
he had Kevin
Fake
Love
Kyrie.
and
ass
Kyrie
That was
Irving.
Kyrie.
it.
And Love.
Was
He
Kyrie
had
there?
Kevin Love and Kyrie. Yes, he was
Kyrie was
there.
there.
When he won with the Lakers in 2020,
No, I
AD.
said when he went back to Cleveland.
He
But
went back
that's
to
what I'm
Cleveland.
Yes,
saying.
Kyrie was
Kyrie
there.
and Kevin
Kyrie
Love.
was there. They were both there. They just got
Kyrie
Oh
and
yeah,
Kevin Love.
Kyrie and Kevin Love. Like what?
Yeah, Kyrie and Kevin
but
Love.
He
but
LeBron
literally
came
has
to
with
a
Love in the
bona
year that
fide
LeBron
super
went
team
back, and
everywhere he
Kyrie was already
goes.
there.
All right, listen. We got 4 teams in the West, bro.
That's hard.
Who's going to the Western Conference Finals?
That's
I
hard.
got
Denver and
Timberwolves and
Oklahoma.
Nuggets.
Mavs.
The Nuggets.
I feel like the
Denver and
team's got a
Oklahoma.
good chance though.
I say the Timberwolves in 7, Mavs in 6.
Yeah, I'm pushing for. I agree to that. T
Denver and
Wolves in
7,
7,
Oklahoma and
Mavs
6.
in 6.
No,
Whoop.
there's
The,
no
Y'all,
way these teams don't go to
so the
Game 7.
Nuggets ain't got no chance
No
against
way.
the T Wolves?
The
No,
Nuggets,
they
I'm saying
do.
they don't
They
have a
just
chance,
Game
but it's gonna
Seven
be a
has a better
dogfight,
outcome.
bro.
is the highest chance they got.
Denver has home court advantage, and that's why I'm going with them. They're dominant at home. They got game 7 in Denver. That's the deciding factor for me.
do y'all think the New York
That
Knicks
defense
got a
is,
chance?
if the
I
New York
do.
Knicks
yeah.
got a chance,
I
New
got the
York is
Knicks
going to
going to the
go in
finals.
fucking mayhem.
Knicks
If
going
Their
to the
the
their fan
finals.
base is so fucking wild.
Listen. If the Knicks end up going to the finals, New York is finna end up
Under
boy,
Max.
underground.
under
We're burning the
boy.
listen. They're going to
We
burn the
burning it
ground
down.
down if the Knicks if the Knicks make it to the finals.
If the
Fuck winning the championship. New York
Man, look,
City will be
if the Knicks
ground
win
that's what
the
I'm
zero.
saying. Fuck
Fucking
winning a
mayhem.
championship. If the Knicks end up
hey,
going to the finals, they are gonna wreak havoc in New York.
if the
Their fan
Knicks win
base
the
is so
finals,
fucking
New
wild.
York is about to be Gotham.
Oh my
That's a
mama.
fact.
No
Bring
cap.
Batman out this
It
motherfucker.
is literally up to the fucking Pacers and
Trust
Celtics
and
to be
believe.
Jalen
motherfucking.
Brunson
If
is
the Knicks
Batman.
end up winning, oh my god.
It is fucking
The
over.
Pacers are gonna lose to the Knicks in 5. They really
They're
cannot
flooding the
handle the
city.
Knicks at all.
Yeah, no, that's not going to be close.
Only reason why Pacers made it that far is because Giannis was fucking out that whole.
Well,
I
and
don't care who
Not
wins
true.
in that game.
That's
Siakam's
not true.
taking a
They're getting
huge
swept.
step
That's
up
not
in the
true.
playoffs.
That's not
I
true.
say
It's partially true. It's
I
partially.
say
It's
I
not.
hope the
It's
Magic
not.
win because they have a better matchup against the Celtics. But it don't matter. Celtics still going to the
Yeah, it'll be Celtics, Knicks in the Eastern, and then Knicks. I got
Yep.
Knicks over Celtics, but
Even with Giannis being there, like you do realize that they were getting blown out by like 30 plus points, bro.
Dame. So I've been saying this: Dame and Middleton doesn't work. Trey and Dejounte doesn't work, and then you got fucking Darius and Mitchell doesn't work. They keep trying these like two shooter duos, and it doesn't work.
I low-key forgot
All
about
right,
the
let me
Magic.
ask y'all a question real quick. Cavaliers, Magic, who's winning?
Magic.
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 I feel like the Magic can take it.
The Magic could take it.
I didn't even know that series was going on. I'm not gonna lie.
Mitchell's gone, dude. He's a Heat or a fucking like. I really
Mitchell
think.
might go back to the West.
Well, I don't know where he'd go because like the Spurs seem like the obvious answer, but they're not building through draft or free agency or trades.
I want the Spurs to draft Rob Dillingham.
Okay, so
I think the Spurs go after Trey.
I don't
how
think
many
the Spurs
games?
are going
6?
after anyone.
6.
They need a point guard, bro.
I gotta take the Thunder. They got a young dominant ass
Yeah,
team.
I'm going Thunder in 6.
I got
Nah, Mavs definitely winning that, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah, I got the Mavs in 7.
Luka's declined because
Mavs in
he's
7?
on
Ooh.
defense.
They're
in
definitely
6,
taking it to Game 7,
Mavs
but
in
I got
6.
the Thunder.
Mavs in 6.
Mavs in 6.
Great. Ooh.
I'm pretty sure like Luka's gonna have one of them 42, 17, and 16 games.
Luka's not really been doing great offensively. Like he's focused much more defense.
Are you kidding me? Or
Playoffs so
are you
far.
serious?
I don't know shit. I don't know what's going on with him, but Kyrie's fucking lining it up.
J-Dub says Lakers taking Pat Bev.
Why the fuck would they need him? The niggas can't do shit anyways.
Pat Bev.
Yo, Pat Bev and PJ Tucker are the same person.
Patrick Beverly's a bitch.
They have to be.
That's true.
Patrick
The
Beverly's
one
a
just
bitch.
wears better sneakers.
No.
Sneakers.
Unk, I gotta ask you this, bro. What the hell is Tobias Harris?
A bum.
So you mean to bummish Harris?
Crazy.
A bum.
He is the,
Listen,
he
for the past few years, I've been calling him Tobibi Hay Rice. You know what I'm saying?
to BB Hay Rice.
It's crazy.
He is the listen. He is the Kirk Cousins of salaries of the NBA, bro.
And while we're on the
He
topic of the
finessed
76ers,
every single team that he's played on to get a bag, and he hasn't done shit for him, bro.
That's crazy.
While we're on
Like
the
Philly
topic,
really chose Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler.
Over Jimmy Butler.
hey, we'll take him. Fuck it. We'll take Jimmy. Fuck it. I like this nigga.
Speaking of blow ups, what we thinking of this?
Kawhi is gone. That's what's gonna be left next year.
PG going to
Kawhi
the
is gone,
lottery
bro.
team, bro.
Kawhi
PG
going
pulling up
to
to
the
the
Lakers.
Knicks.
He should have went to the right LA team the first time.
Harden's a
Should've went to the
playoff
Lakers.
joker. We always knew it. People tried to boost him up. This is the Clippers' year. They got the best chance in the West.
Bro,
You know who
but
Harden
you
is.
can't be mad at Harden because them 4 games, them first 4 games, they legitimately had a shot because of him.
Yeah, I mean, Harden went to the conference finals before, but we know who he is. At some point, he will reveal who he is every year.
He went to the conference finals with Chris Paul, right?
Chris
Paul got injured.
Wasn't it Chris Paul, PJ Tucker?
Weren't they up in that series, or am I bugging?
Yeah, and Chris Paul got hurt, which is the main reason.
Wasn't it Chris Paul, PJ Tucker? Wasn't Trevor Ariza on that team too, or am I lying?
There's no way we're on the same.
Eric Gordon too.
Yeah. Eric Gordon, yeah.
Eric Gordon too. Like
Honey Bun
That
Harden,
Rocket,
Clint
I remember
Capella.
that Rocket squad vividly.
Clint
That
Capella was there
Rockets.
too.
I'm about to
Hold
say,
up,
wasn't Clint Capella there
hold
too?
up? Am I lying, or was Clint Capella on that team too?
Clint Capella was there.
Yeah.
Clint Capella was there.
All right.
Shout out to
I don't
Honey
know
Bun
about they had
Harden.
it that year.
That was a good team they had.
I'm
It
about to say,
was
I thought they
Chris
was
Paul
going to take it
getting
all the
hurt
way
was
that
why
year.
they didn't make it to the finals.
That was
CP3
probably
got
the
to be
best
cursed
team.
because
That
there's
was
no
probably the
way he
best
gets
team
hurt every
Harden
time in the
ever had.
playoffs.
That was probably the best team Harden ever had.
Well,
Hands
those
down.
21 Nets was his best team, but
They were
then
so fucking injury prone, they couldn't even
But
play on the
all of
goddamn
them was
court.
injured. So I say 2019, that was their best team, and that was his shot at winning the chip. And his
Well,
KD's
besides
foot was
him
just a
being
little
six man
smaller.
besides him being the six man on OKC, 2019 was one of the best teams he ever had.
yeah.
But it's just I don't know. It's just something about Harden, bro, that I don't know. Like he needs another superstar, bro. He needs another superstar to even compete.
Harden,
I heard Kevin Durant's name brought up earlier. What's
My
next
next
for him?
chapter.
What the fuck is
What's next?
this?
What's next for KD, bro?
He just need to
I don't know.
retire,
They
The
bro.
just keep fucking
Gulag.
leaving
I
every
think
team
he
he
could go
goes
to
to.
back to the Warriors, honestly.
The Gulag.
You know
Oh
what?
yeah, Curry's his dad.
Only way
He
I
can go to
see these
Boston.
motherfuckers even making another run
I
is
mean,
if all three of these dudes join the same team: KD, Curry, and LeBron. They all have to be on the
I meant to
Warriors.
say
That's the only way I
he's
see
going to
these motherfuckers making
Chicago.
another
Yo,
run.
APG was good with you, bro.
He's going to Chicago.
The Bulls? Ugh.
I don't know about that one.
I don't see why they would need him at
Chicago.
They're
all.
moving on
Or
for
why
Zach
KD
Levine. They
would
need
want to
another
go
scorer.
there.
DeMar is kind of done with that whole team.
I think
He's a
they're
great
keeping
What
player
DeMar
if
though.
more than
KD
they
went to the
keep.
Knicks?
That's
Levine.
ugly. I think they keep DeMar before they keep Zach.
What if
Yeah,
KD went to the
Zach
Knicks?
Levine's kind of like he needs to get traded.
Either to the Knicks or the Lakers. That's the only two teams
No,
that
don't bring him
No,
to the Knicks. I don't
I
want
I
that
take
don't
take
mean
them,
relationship
take
to
them,
with him.
take them.
I don't mean to
or the Lakers either.
switch up sports like this. You know what I'm saying, but
Back to football, yeah.
Start
that bench
start
cut.
CD, bench AJ, cut Amon-Ra.
Oh, what
What?
in the world?
Almond Ross probably
Start
the only
Amon
way
You
to
said
keep.
Ra.
start CD, cut AJ. You said start CD, bench AJ, cut Amin Ra.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is no
Start Amon
disrespect to
Ra,
Amon-Ra. That's no
bench
disrespect.
CD, and cut AJ Brown.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
that's
That
right.
is the correct list, sir.
I don't mean any disrespect to
Mm,
Amon-Ra when I say cut him, but for me, I think I just would lean those two guys because they're alpha receivers to me.
I don't need nobody crying about getting the ball even when they win it.
Yeah, I get that. Just as pure players, though, like I definitely
I
lean
can't
AJ.
do it. And then everybody scrutinized Diggs, but yeah, I can't do it, bro.
y'all gonna be mad as fuck as me. Huh?
Nah, ain't nobody gonna be mad. It's just I
I'm
can't do
starting
it.
on my ride. I'm benching AJ and I'm setting CD to the gulag.
Damn.
I
I
don't.
you
You know
gotta
what? You know what?
You
start
I
could
ain't
and
even
go
bench
either
I ain't
way
even
KD.
with that.
surprised by
You
that
could go
because I
either
low
way.
key had a feeling you was gonna go that route.
I'm looking for production. I'm looking for
CD was
just
pretty
a
good productive. I
I'm about
mean,
to say he's been productive. He was
Not in the
productive last year.
playoffs.
last year,
Neither was
last year,
AJ, but still.
last year,
And we're
last
talking
year.
about overall. In that case, yeah, Roman's
Overall,
right.
talk about overall. As only
But at the end of the
that's the
day,
only
they're
value
all gonna
that's the
still
only
lose to
value
Mahomes.
if we're not talking about one single solitary year, then we only should be talking about overall. And I'm
Yeah.
talking about overall.
Overall,
Uh, I
I
say
had I
CD's a
had to put
better route
CD
runner.
first.
I'll give you that.
CD just has this like, even back from Oklahoma, the dude's just got fucking magnets for hands. You know that just not a lot of receivers have. Like
Not in the
those.
playoffs.
Well, it's the
Like,
Cowboys.
I mean,
say
it's
it
the
again,
Not
Cowboys.
against the
Sauce.
What
Packers.
else
Say
can
it
you say
again,
against
Sauce.
the Cowboys in the playoffs?
Not in the playoffs.
He's
If
cursed by
you
the
go to the
fucking
Cowboys,
Dallas
you're gonna be bad
organization.
in the playoffs. That's how it works.
Like, how the fuck are
I'm
you 10?
sorry, but
How the fuck are you 1-10 against the Packers?
and I'm sorry, bro. Like CD's release is not that great.
Well, that was never
He'll
the
get
biggest part of his
he'll get
game. I mean,
physical with you. He'll get physical with you and get up out of there. But like, he doesn't have a good release.
He's
CD
Yeah,
not
has
that
never
big of
been
a
a guy
receiver
who
though, so he's
creates
really not going to get a good
separation.
release.
he has
Huh?
quickness though.
He's gonna have to
Start
pick his
bench
poison.
cut
Yeah.
Lab McConkey, Xavier Leggett, and Keon Coleman.